Ladies, gentlemen, and mullet, we are back. Guess what? We're back on the jetty again, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna come down to this jetty and hopefully catch a fish in the cast net, chuck it in the crab pot, because I've seen a big mud crab just sitting under the jetty and I really wanna get him in. He looks pretty big. I think it's a big male, so we're gonna chuck it in, hopefully catch a mullet, put it in the crab pot. So yeah, we already got some bait in the crab pot at the moment, so we'll check it. If there's nothing in there, then we'll refresh the bait and yeah, get it back out there. Sorry it's been so long since I've posted. It's basically just been one disaster after the other. I've lost fishing rods, lost cameras and everything. Totally trashed my dad's car. I went four-wheel driving out at the state. No, I can't say that. I went four-wheel driving on a four-wheel drive track and I ended up driving over a big log and I had to dig out the whole car. It took 3 hours to get out. It was all a bit of a mess. I ripped out a few handbrake wires and stuff, but you know what? We got home safely and that's all right. I've been fishing here all weekend and sadly not caught much apart from a couple of mullet. I got people across the way having a party, so that always makes the fish bite better. So let's go check this crab pot. What am I, 4 years old? So let's go check this crab pot. So here's my pet mullet. I'm gonna call him Matty B the mullet. Of how everyone comments that I look like Matty B when I was 4 years old. So I put one about this size in the crab pot the other day. That's a nice live bait tank right there, by the way. All right, so we're gonna check it and see what's in there. It feels promising. Ooh. Yes. Oh look, there's his claw. That's massive. Have a look at that. He drops his claw. Take a look at that. That's a massive mud crab. Look, he destroyed that mullet right there. So I guess we're not having pizza for dinner anymore. Get him in this bucket. There we go. So that's a good sized male mud crab right there. Now they have to be 15 centimeters across the shell to be legal from point to point. And yeah, he'd be well over that. And yeah, take a look at the size of that claw right there. We got 2 claws in there. And yeah, that'll be real tasty. Mud crab versus croc gone wrong in the hood. Okay, take a look at that. That's a big male right there. You can tell it's a male. I've said this like 100 times, but that's all right. There's a triangular shape there. The males have a female shape. Wait. The females have a more round shape like that. I'll have to get this video translated back into English. So as you can see by that really bright sun over to my right, the day's coming to an end, so we need to get back into this catch and cook. I feel like every time we start filming a video, it ends up at night. But yeah, take a look at that. That's gonna be really good. So we're gonna take them up, cook them up in the pot. So the most humane way to actually kill mud crabs, or any crabs in general actually, is to put them in the freezer. Now what that does is it just slows down their heart rate and slowly makes them unconscious, which they don't feel anything when you put them into the boiling hot water, which is good. That's what you want to do to the animals. So yeah, we're going to chuck that one in the freezer for about half an hour, get them out, and then yeah, start to cook them. But yeah, how good is that mud crab? Take a look at that. Alright, so what I forgot to mention when I was down on the jetty is at the end of the video I'll be mentioning who won the shout out competition. I did a shout out competition in my last video, I think, which was a month ago, but I'm back here now, and what I'm going to be doing is whoever won that competition I'm going to be mentioning at the end, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, what we got is we got a what is it called?
A few moments later.
Pot. We got a pot of boiling salt water. We got some water from down at the canal, and we're going to cook the crab in it. Now salt water tastes better once you cook crabs in it. I don't know, it just keeps some of the flavor or even add some. So we're going to cook in that for 11 minutes. 11 minutes for mud crabs, 7 for sand crabs. 7-11, that's how I remember it. As usual, nothing flashy. We're just going to boil it and then eat it straight away. So yeah. Yes, you are lucky that I caught a chicken crab. Wait. Yes, you are lucky that I caught a crab, little chicken nugget. I mean chicken. Right, so we just got the crab out now, and to actually fit it in the pot, I think we might have to break this claw off too, but since it's actually been in the freezer, it won't feel anything, which is really good.
Just give it a big wrench. Can you stick it back in and then break it off as if you just did it?
Snap. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop the crab and its claws in right now and cook them for 11 minutes. Now, as soon as I put these in, I'll put the timer on. You can see immediately it's starting to turn red, which means that's right. That's the right temperature. As I mentioned at the end of this video, there won't be one shout out winner. There'll be multiple ones that I'll pull up on the screen when I get back home. Make sure you go check out their channel, give them some love, tell them that I sent you. Right, so the crab's been cooking for 11 minutes and you can see it's that nice orange color right now. So we got some tongs, so we're gonna take it out and put it in cold water. Now you do that just to basically cool it down and stop it from cooking. Alright, so if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You just by clicking that big red button down there. And while you're at it, make sure you turn on post notifications. It basically just notifies you while I upload a video. And if you want to go follow me on my social media, it's just @MillerWilson. That's my Instagram account. I post quite a lot of different things on there that aren't on my YouTube channel. Facebook @MillerWilson and Snapchat @Miller_Wilson. It's basically just a bit of my daily life if you want to go check that out. But yeah, this crab's looking really good, so I reckon I'll take this chicken off my shoulder and give it a taste test. So what we're going to do now is give it the taste test. Now, mud crab's one of my favorite things to eat out of this canal, and my favorite thing to do is get all that right there. That's what I like. I think it could have been cooked for a bit longer. Kind of tastes like broccoli. I know I'm really selling it right now. Yeah. But in all seriousness, this is actually really good. One of the best crabs I've tasted. So that's not a bad day at all. Caught a mullet, chucked it in the crab pot yesterday. And often these big mud crabs can actually sell for $100 each, but I can just catch one in an old mullet in an old crab pot just off the back jetty there. Now that is actually so good, and it's good to see. A lot of people actually think that mud crabs only live in the mud, in the mangroves, but they do still live in these canals like this, and yeah, it's good to get one every now and then and taste it. So yeah, I'm going to keep eating this mud crab, give a bit to the family, but yeah, take a look at that.
All around me are familiar faces.
I guess he didn't like this crab as much as I did. So make sure you keep your eye out, because in the next week or two I might have some new merch coming out, new and improved. I actually really like the designs that I've had so far. They look really cool, so if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you come back and check it in a couple weeks. Okay, and now for the shout out competition. Thank you so much for entering. It was really hard to decide who was going to be the winners, but there'll be plenty more competitions in the future, so here are the winners right now. Alright everyone, and now for the shout outs. Now, I picked these two channels randomly, but after looking at their content, I'm definitely glad that I did pick them. The first channel that you should definitely go check out, if you like my content, you'll definitely like his. It's called Twisted NRG. Now, he just has all different types of fishing videos, catch and cooks. Let's see that one right there, shark catch and cook, and he does some really cool drone footage as well. And yeah, I really like his videos, so you should definitely go check it out if you have any spare time. And the second channel that you should definitely go check out is called Wildlife. You should definitely go and subscribe to his channel. They've got some really entertaining videos, including that pike catch and cook right there. That was really cool. I love watching their videos, so make sure you go check them out. Now, I will leave the link to these two channels in the description, so if you want to go check them out, I definitely recommend it. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next adventure.